My name's Chelsea, founder of True Regenerative Healthcare. If I haven't met you yet, it's nice to meet you. So I'm going to walk through the process a little bit about why it's so important for data collection. A lot of people that come through the door, they tell me things like, I've already had a lot of labs. But typically those labs are the same labs ran over and over and over again. CBC, CMP, ANA. I mean, each provider just kind of runs the same panels. Here, when we're looking at things, we're looking at an in-depth process. We want to make sure that your body is functioning as a whole. We want to look at your genes to make sure that they're transcribing the right recipes so that you can go through a sequence properly. We want to make sure that you're getting enough nutrients in that at that point, and it may not be orally, people are like, I eat very healthy. I love it. When you eat healthy, now is your body getting it? Is it processing it properly? So when you go in and you've just sacrificed all of these things, I hear this from people all the time. I eat so well, I still gain weight. What is going on? And so those are the pieces that we're really looking at. It's not just for weight loss or weight gain. We're looking at when it goes in, what does the process do? We start with things like an enzyme called amylase, and that's in our saliva. That starts the process of digestion. Then we go into the hydrochloric acid. And at that point, that's required to detach a protein. If you don't have enough stomach acid, you can't detach the protein, so it's not available to being processed, synthesized inside the body. So at that point, then what happens? Great question. So we want to look more in depth on what's going on. And some of these tests are to determine your capabilities of using nutrients. And then if it gets through the bowels and into the bloodstream, how is it interplaying with other chemicals in the body? Are we able to build healthy powerhouse mitochondria, which is the powerhouse in the cell that helps with energy production? Or are we able to actually build proteins properly? As we know, proteins are huge. They're so important to the body and they do so many things. Everybody knows that hormones important, but how is that process getting impacted in the body? So when we're looking at it, we're not just looking at estradiol, testosterone. We want to know the interplaying factors of the building and production of that hormone. How is that working in the body? And that's where we define root cause solutions on how we're going to treat you instead of just giving you an estrogen or giving you a testosterone or giving you specific medications to help mask symptoms. It's like, why? What is going on in the body so that we can fix this piece? And so it's so important to do individualized testing. It's so important because everybody's so different. We can't just send people through levels and tiers because environment, lifestyle, genetics, all these things are so different for every individual person. So making sure that we have enough data on you to be able to create an individualized plan and understand where the root drivers are that are creating illness for you, or if you're a longevity patient, checking these components, telomere measurements, genetics, all those things to see your predisposition for disease in the future, and then stopping that from happening, right? We do not have to age poorly, you guys. That age is not a diagnosis, and I say this all the time. We can age happy, healthy, okay? And we don't have to be in pain. We don't have to live a miserable life for our last 30 years of life.